All right, so what we're going to be looking at here is we're going to try to take a look at some of the muscles of really kind of the head and neck area to start with here, and then I'll start working through some of the other areas. This is the muscles that are going to be on the muscle identification list, and kind of the stuff, at least for the next lecture test, that would be more of the lab-based questions. These are the ones I'm going to be expecting you to be able to do. So as we're looking at these ones, you can kind of see on this model here, I mean, not the best model ever, but we can touch on some of these things here and it will give some of the labeling for it. So this muscle on the front of the head right here, that is the frontalis, also known as that occipital frontalis, is the first muscle on the list that you need to be able to know. After that one, the Orbicularis Oculi is going to be that one, or the one obviously on the other eye. So then we talk about the Orbicularis oris. That is right here. Then kind of going along with these ones here. I'm trying to find. So you got the zygomaticus major and the zygomaticus minor on those two right there. Trying to find some of the other ones that we're going to hear. So this would be the mentalis down on the middle of the jaw here. And if I can rotate this a little, that is just all the way to the back. There we go. Here's going to be the masseter. That would be the temporalis. You can see the bucinator is a deeper muscle underneath and kind of behind. So you have the zygomaticus major and minor up here, kind of those smile muscles. The bucinator you can see is underneath this rhizoris right there, which is the one you don't have to know, but you have the bucinator muscle that is going to be underneath that. I believe the last one is the depressor anguli oris. We can kind of spin that back around. It's on this side actually. So that's kind of more of your frowning muscle on that one. And I believe that's the whole list that would be on the head here. If you look at the start of this muscle right here, you can see this is going from the mastoid process kind of towards the front of the body. This is the sternocleidomastoid, which is one of the muscles of the neck that we needed to know on this. You can also see it right there, the sternocleidomastoid. So those are the muscles of the head and neck that I was expecting you to know. Let me see if I can zoom back out here and take you more to the muscles over the skeleton here. And we'll see what we can do on some of these here to show you some of the main muscles of kind of the abdomen and the abdominal wall. So down the center here, this is that rectus abdominis. You have the center line in the middle of the body. But you can see these green ones here. You're going to have the linea alba is this main line that runs down the middle of the body. The rectus abdominis, you can see the little guy on the bottom here flexing for you there a little bit. This is going to do kind of what you would do on a crunch. What you can see on this one here is these are the external obliques. This model in particular does not have the internals on it. The internal obliques would be kind of going the opposite direction. So you can see how these ones are kind of making a V. So you have the fibers running, aiming at the pelvis. The other ones would be making more of a peak. So they would be going and aiming up more towards the bottom of the sternum, the way the fiber direction is. That would be the internal abdominal obliques. Underneath that layer is the transverse abdominis, which again, I don't know that I'm going to be able to find a muscle model that I can take the layers out of and show you those ones. But the linea alba would be about where this point is right here. That little, pin right here. If you did a line above and below that, that's about where that linea alba would be. And that would be that connective tissue kind of thing there. I mean, I can probably show you some of this stuff if I kind of go out and do the search. I mean, if we go to the back here, think we're going to have it in here. We're not going to have it in here. If we go back to the body, we can do some of these ones of the main kind of part of the body here. So we can also see, if we're going down to the next one here, the Serratus Anterior. I don't know that it's showing. I can, oh, here's the pectoralis major. So you can see that one. It is not showing the pec minor on this one, but it'd be the little muscle over on the side. You can see the little one opposite this muscle. I can't do the pen on this, but it would be over on the right side from this, about the same height. The small muscle going up there, that would be the pec minor. If we rotate this guy a little bit, we can come back in and zoom on some of this stuff here. You can see on this side is the latissimus dorsi. It's kind of those lat pull downs. Your trapezius muscle is going to be this large muscle here going up to the neck and down the middle of the back. You can see that is the trapezius. The rhomboids are this one right here. You have the infraspinatus, which would be right there. Supraspinatus is on the top side of that spine. There's not a little dot on this one to show you right now. Same thing with the deltoid. I'm going to have to go to a side view to show you that. You can see the internal obliques going up on this side right here. Trying to see if it shows you any of the other ones. So your teres major is not on the list, so never mind on that one. So let me rotate them around a little bit here. You see these muscles that are lit up right here that look like a serrated edge? Those are the Serratus Anterior, which is the other one on that list on the beginning part of this here that you needed to know. I'm trying to see if we can show you anything else here. On this side, you can see here's the deltoid, that large muscle that is over the top of the shoulder. So again, those really are showing you the main ones I can show you on this one without kind of going to the arm muscles and other things like that yet. So let me zoom back out here and let me see if I can look them up on here or not. I believe I'm going to have to go to a different one on this. So if we zoom out to this, come back into this one. So this is another one I have, another app I have that we can go into. I can try to search for a few of these muscles to kind of show you where they might be at. So if we go to the muscles here, I'm going to do the muscular system. So I'm going to start doing some of the ones that you need to know but you haven't seen yet. So if we go to supraspinatus and I say go to that one, if we take this and rotate it around, you can see on the top of the shoulder blade, this muscle on the top of the shoulder blade right there, that is the supraspinatus. So it would be, the infraspinatus would be on the underside of that. So it was underneath the scapular spine. What were the other ones that we couldn't see on this one? Let's do that one. So one of the other ones, there was the levator scapula. You can see on this one, it is up on the top corner of this one. It's kind of attached to the lower part of the neck. This is going to help raise the part of that scapula when you kind of bring your shoulders up a little bit. So that'd be the levitator scapulae. So to me, those are the ones of kind of the head and neck area you needed to know, as well as the abdominal wall. I can also get you the one other one that we needed on this one, a deep back muscle that we did not see in this one. but is on your list, and that is the Rectus Abdominis. Or not. I guess we can't zoom in or cut anything out of the way here. So those are the ones I'll show you right now. The Rectus Abdominis is actually a deep back muscle. I can't get into it on each of these models here because it's not showing it on any of them. If you look in your book, you should be able to find that one in there. So what I'll do, the next one here, is I will go to some of the more of the arm and the forearm muscles to show you the rest of those, as well as the lower extremities. So that is it for the moment.